Hello, hi guys. Welcome to today's hamstring mobility class. So the past 2 weeks, we've done some hip mobility. We did hip mobility week 1 and then hip mobility week 2. We'll probably go back to that because there's endless things that we can do for our hips and it's always very fun. But today we are going to be doing hamstrings. So, tight hamstrings are, a common complaint among many individuals. However, even though it's common, tight hamstrings can actually limit your athletic performance and prevent you from being able to train or work out at full efficiency. So it can kind of inhibit your strength gains or whatever your goal is. It can also lead to increased risk of injury, back pain, and poor posture. Another issue, so if you spend a lot of your day sitting, like at a desk, or if you're a student and you do a lot of studying, your hamstrings stay in a shortened position for a long period. When this happens, your body adjusts to this shortened position. And when it's time to move, your body may make compensations, like you start using your low back instead of your hammies, which can lead to back pain and injury. So it all relates back to back pain, injury, and just performance in general. So I'm going to show you 3 different hamstring mobility exercises that you can do today. 2 are more of a stretch that you can do at the end of a workout or at night. And then the third one is going to be something that you can do before you start training. So more of a warm-up as opposed to a stretch. So again, I wouldn't do the first 2 before a major lift or major workout. Hello, Jillian. Wave. So let's get going today. The first thing we're going to do is a 3-way hamstring stretch. So if you want to grab any kind of rope. So I have a band here. It's a really thick band. You can also use the yoga, I guess they're yoga, I don't even know what they're called. They're, like the yoga straps. You can use yoga straps as well. You can even use a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, anything that's long, all right? So what you're gonna do is take this and then hook it around the bottom of your foot. Then lay on back, and what you're gonna do is keep a straight leg. Take your left hand, so you have your right hand here. You have your band around your right foot, and you're grabbing onto the band with your right hand. Then with your left hand, you're going to support your thigh, all right? Then you're just gonna bring that leg towards your face, all right? Now you wanna stretch to a point where you feel mild discomfort, but not pain, okay? And we're just gonna hold here. So that's point 1. We're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so next point is that we're going to open up our leg to the side. So here, you wanna make sure that both shoulders remain on the ground. You're not gonna get anything out of it if your left shoulder comes off the ground. So you're gonna stay right here. And you really should start to feel this kind of in your inner hamstring right here. All right, and then you're gonna come back to center, nice and slow. Slow and controlled here. You're gonna switch hands. So your right hand becomes free. Band, sweatshirt is in your left hand. And you're gonna drop it over to the left side of your body. Now again, keep both shoulders on the ground during this movement, okay? So you can start to feel this right here on the outer portion. And then coming out of that nice and slow. And then lower back and down. All right, and then we're gonna do the other side. So we have 2 sides here. We're gonna do it on the left side. So grabbing on, you're going to hold on and stretch this towards your face, and then support. So you want to have your hand on your thigh, keeping that leg nice and straight, And then you're going to open out to the side. And then coming in and then crossing it over, keeping your left shoulder on the ground. This feels really good. I did a leg workout yesterday, and I did core yesterday if you came to my core class. So this feels really good to stretch all of that out. And then coming out of that nice and slow. All right, so again, for that, you don't have to use a band. I have a band, but you can also use a sweatshirt, you can use a yoga strap, a t-shirt, a pair of pants, whatever you have that will give you a solid base support, all right? So, number 2, this is another really good deep stretch. This is going to be a standing hamstring stretch. So come on up off of your mat, and I'll adjust this. All right, so what you're gonna do here is cross your right leg without falling over your left, all right? And then with a straight spine, come down and bend towards your toes. And just hold here. A simple stretch, but effective. You're holding about 30 seconds. And then coming all out of that, nice and slow, head coming up last. And then we're going to switch sides. So cross your left over your right, and then bend down slowly. Remembering to breathe into this, and then come all the way back out. All right, so that was 2 different stretches. Now we're going to go into the third. So this is actually my favorite warm-up to do before I start lifting, particularly when I start doing lower body, which hopefully all of us will be back in the gym soon. Quarantine will be over and we can do our squats and our deadlifts and be merry. It'll be so much fun. Anyway, I still do these as a warm-up even if I'm doing some stuff with my free weights here, or even a body weight session. So what you're gonna do is come down into a deep squat. So you wanna have your feet just outside of shoulder distance. You might wanna go a little bit wider. Your toes are pointed out, all right? Just a slight out turn. And you're gonna come into a deep squat like this, okay? Next thing you wanna do is use your hands around your ankles, pulling yourself deeper into the squat. You can even use the back of your arms here, your elbows, to pry apart your legs. And then you're gonna put your hands on the ground and we're gonna extend our legs out, grabbing onto our toes, holding here, and then we're going back into a squat, okay? So we're not really holding anything for very long here. It's more of a dynamic warm up. It's, you're flowing back and forth. So this is 2, 3, we're going for 10, 4, and 5, 6, 7, can we do 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. All right, and then coming slowly back up. So you'll really feel that not only in your hamstrings, but also in your hips. So how do you use these exercises? So I would take the first 2, so the 3-way hamstring stretch and the standing hamstring stretch, and I would use those at the end of your workout, so or at the end of a run, holding for about 30 seconds to a minute at each position. For the third one, you can use that before a workout, especially for like a nice warm up. That's one thing that you don't want to forget, is really spending time on a really great warm up anytime that you're doing any kind of lower body movement, even upper body too. You want to use warm-ups that are specific to what body part you're working. So if you want to go back retrospectively and look at some of the other hip mobility exercises that I did, we did the controlled articular rotations. I believe that was the first week that we had. I think it was 2 weeks ago that I did that. So that combined with the squat to hamstring stretch, great things to add to your warm-up. But for now, that's all I have for you. Next week, I think we're gonna mix it up a little bit. So you're gonna have to stay tuned to see what we're gonna do. It'll probably be a little bit longer and maybe do a particularly kind of a dynamic, kind of a mix of different types of mobility exercises. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday and have a great weekend. And I'll see you next week.